Hey there, fellow guildmasters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild. Episode 13, Sending Our Lowbies for Some Training. Hello, Guildmaster. I wanted to tell you that Zoldak has arrived. Zoldak? The Paladin I talked to you about. My acquaintance? Oh, yeah, the one our adventurers have recently helped out. That's right, Guildmaster, and I have to say, he wants to meet you. It seems he wants to join the guild, just like we had hoped. I guess that's good to hear. So where is he? He's there. He's actually coming towards us right now. Look at the enthusiasm. He's actually sprinting towards us. He's gaining so much speed that that he has to take out his sword? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Die, demon! What the hell? I will cast you back into the depths of hell. Be careful where you swing that sword. Zoldak, what are you doing? What is the look I'm doing? I'm banishing a demon. The Guildmaster isn't a demon. Don't be deceived, boy. Look at that creature. It's apparent that it has some sort of kind of androgynous succubus. Because I didn't pick a gender. Look at it. You can't tell what it is. Now take this. Holy smite. Wait. Zoldak. After a while. I'm truly ashamed of myself, Guildmaster. That took so much effort to explain. I'm very sorry about this, Guildmaster. Sometimes Zoldak can be quite overzealous. I will accept any punishment you deem necessary. It's fine. You're far too kind, Guildmaster. Very well. I will forego food and drink for the next 2 days. Please don't. How about you tell the Guildmaster why you're here, Zoldak? Ah, that's right. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild as an instructor. I was moved by the actions of your adventurers who risked their lives to eradicate the evil that was plaguing a village. I'm convinced that by joining the Adventurers Guild, I can raise a new generation of paladins that will join in our unending war against evil. We will raise an army of paladins, an unending tide that will block the sun, enough to invade even hell itself. I'll just pretend you said something completely reasonable in the end and welcome you to the guild, Zoldak. Thank you very much, Guildmaster. Alright, Figgy, where are you? You are currently a defender, and your goal is to become a paladin. So that is Strength 8, Int 8, Endurance 10, Will 10. Good luck. And you have to train under that guy. So, Strength 8, Int 8. You didn't pick up Int this round, so I'll probably reroll. Endurance 10, which you're closing in on, and Willpower 10. So your Willpower and your Int are furthest from goal, so I'm going to reroll. Nice! And the reroll worked. You picked up more skill points necessary to become a paladin. So I'm going to update your sheet here so that you are moving towards paladinhood, if that's a word I can use. Oh, I already did. Never mind. Cool. The other thing is Zoldak's paladin regime training. I'm going to put Fig through it. So you will gain strength, endurance, and willpower by doing this, but you only have a 65% chance for success. Actually, you know what? Heal you first, because you were pretty happy. We'll change that. You won't be happy now. Still 65%, but whatever. So now Fig's going through paladin training. Attempting to. Our assassin. Gaining... Well, let's re-roll that. I mean, I like the 2 strength, but, like, I want to get more willpower and endurance. Yeah, that was a bit more... even. Then Deathheart. Your int, oh good lord. So you have a 180. So you're very close to actually being able to potentially gain 3 points at like 200 something. But I'm going to re-roll that as well because you're almost certainly going to get a +2, but I'd rather pick up some dex for some dodge and initiative and accuracy. And it didn't work. It was worse, but whatever, I tried. Quantum. Good lord, you're so cursed, dude. That's a little better. And Hallis. Hallis got stronger? Picked up 2 willpower and an hint. Yeah, the fact that you picked up strength is ridiculous. So yes, absolutely confirm. All right, learn new skills. So, assassin. Ooh. Inner power. On Deathheart. You wanted to be a lightning mage, if I'm not mistaken, and you never picked up the lightning specialty, which is why it wasn't doing extra damage or potency, other than the gloves you were wearing. So now you're more dedicated towards lightning. And last but not least, Quantum, the archer. In the last fight, having Shadow Step would have been really helpful. So let's take that, because you almost got cornered to death, and like having a solution for those situations would be awesome. Bai started to brawl and hurt Bryzit. Okay. Sorry, Bryzit. I'm sure you're just thrilled by that. The other thing is, going into that fight, the red party had about 10 synergy. They now have 21. Increased synergy means that they're going to be way more likely to chain attacks together at the very least. And there's going to be other bonuses that we get later on too. At the moment, I would say blue team is up to go do something. And I'm going to force heal the remaining injured blue team members. I'm still waiting on crafting a narrative for when green team, when Alyssa gets stronger, because for whatever reason, and for no good reason, I should say, I've decided that it should be Alyssa. There's also a skill point potion to take. Who should get the spare skill point? So we've got, oh god, let me write down everyone's new names, because they've been changing a lot. This will just take a second. I want everyone in chat to decide. It's not something that you get frequently, so it'd be really good to have a democratic decision. How close is your character to getting Bishop? I'll check in a moment. And unlike other bonuses, the skill point is like as beneficial to anyone whenever. It's not like gaining growth bonuses. So it doesn't really matter who takes it. It's not a beneficial for like a low level. So here's the massive pole. It goes beyond. So beyond what you can see here, it ends in what? 9? So 10 is Iron Zack, 11 is Alyssa, 12 is Key, 13 is Daryl, 14 is Samurai, and 15 is Tank With. And let me see if I can fit that. There we go. I'll have to move that back down later so it doesn't block other important stuff. Let's have a conversation with the rogue. Who wants to talk? They. Can you really not tell me who they are? What? No, of course not. Have you been listening to me before? You don't even have to tell me the name of the group. Just tell me what they're, exactly what they're doing. They're controlling the world from the shadows. Did they manipulate the weather? Is 3 silver in reality not dead? Stop it. This is not a joke. Why would you even want to know? I feel like I can't take them seriously otherwise. What? All I know about them is that they're shadowy and powerful. I'd like to add evil, but I feel like that would be completely erase any amount of seriousness I had for them. They're so vague that I don't even believe that they will become relevant to us in any form. That's a good thing. We want that. Maybe you're right. Just stop mentioning them. Otherwise, I feel like a lot of people will get disappointed. We should keep it short. and rogue. Seeing you like this, I wonder if it's a trend in this guild for people to hide their identities. I assure you that there is a perfectly valid reason for this, guild master. You just might not like it. Alright, I'm listening. Am in hiding. There is a group of people who are after me, and they would stop at nothing to get to me. To reduce my risk of getting found, I am not letting anyone see me nor know my name, lest it might reach them. What did you do to have to go into hiding? It isn't about what I did, it's about what I know. I'm a loose end, and they usually don't let loose ends live for long. Who are they? I can't tell you. It's better you don't know. They do not like to be known, and will silence everyone who does know. So what you're saying is a shadowy group of powerful people want you dead. So powerful, in fact, that the mere mention of your name and your appearance could reach their ears. And anyone who might have an inkling of knowledge about them gets killed. Yes, that kind of sums it up. Either I've completely landed in some talentless bard's tale of conspiracy theories, or Fran has gotten himself in quite a mess by taking you in. How did he even become part of this? It's my fault. He inadvertently got dragged into a situation where I got found out by my pursuers. He actually saved me. When I gave him a roundabout explanation for my situation, he insisted that I could hide at the guild. Now that he's gone, I'm well aware that you have no obligation to let me stay here. If you want me gone, then I'll go. You can stay. Are you sure about that? The people who are after me are to be feared. How am I supposed to fear something that is completely vague? And besides, I won't just revert a decision made by Fran. If he allowed you to hide here, then you can hide here. I see you're just like him. Thank you, Guildmaster. We should keep it short. That's all. Alright, looks like, Alyssa, you're going to take the skill point. So in order to do that, we just do this. Yoink. And she has a free skill point now. The other thing, we have a sword and board that is really powerful, and that's going to go to our Paladin in training, let's say. So that increases heal potency, which means when you're a Paladin, that's your own heal potency, right? Definitely a Paladin weapon, for sure. I think, other than doing a mission with Blue, that's about all I can do. But Alyssa, what can you learn? We were going to make you, I'll just give you... Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you Merchant's Education. Increases Intelligence and Wisdom by 2, and Intelligence and Wisdom growth by 20. Way good to do, considering she's level 1. Like, super, 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 super powerful, because it's, you know, it will take an effect as soon as she starts leveling. And then the higher levels is reduce the cost of using items by 1, used to traveling, so increase endurance by 2, and endurance growth by 20, and reduces stamina loss while traveling by 50%, and then also Vendetta. Damage is increased 30% against the last enemy who has dealt damage to her. Girl can hold a grudge. I like it. I really like the unique some of the unique characters. Not all of them have trees like that. Like, I don't think Daryl does, but some of them do, and they're interesting. So, quest. We can try for Rogue's Friend, although I don't think Team 4 with the brand new Iron Zack is really up to it. So I'm going to choose not to do it, and instead take a normal quest that nets more experience, so that Iron Zack can level up. So, 3 enemy encounters, and it gives common hide. Oh, did we? We've checked the tavern recently. Yeah. We've seen these people. So let's do that. Team Blue. You're going to defeat 3 enemy counters in the forest. We've got need of better gear for Tavasker. Maybe. Tavasker, you want to change roles to monk. So I don't want to overinvest, because we might be able to get the monk sooner or later. Yeah, so we'll see about that. I'll leave it unupgraded for now. Cowley looks so ridiculous with the blue Fu Manchu. All right. That's... Yeah, there we go. Save formation. Is monks always 1v1? The monk battle? Yes. You have to 1v1 the monk. You can't just, like, go in as a team of 5 against one monk. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. We definitely win in that case. And it doesn't... The person that beats the monk doesn't have to be the one that wants to become the monk. Okay, so this is an elite. A crazed boar and 4 direwolves. You know what? We want to level up. Frickin' let's do it. We'll get injured to hell, but... Before we do that, let's go over to the house. And hope it's not an old lady that wants us to, like, clean. Iron Zach, do you have both rings? No, you don't. There you go. There's a magic resist ring. The party found what seems to be an abandoned shack. When the group entered it, they were greeted by an abundance of rare herbs, flasks, mortar, and pestle, and anything else that would require to mix potions. It was evident that whoever lived here before was an alchemist. Oh, also, moving the pole back down. But considering the rundown state of the shack, the previous owner either died or abandoned the shack a long time ago. In one corner of the house was a chest that caught the attention of the group. It clearly looked like it held something of value, but the glowing runes on the lock clearly stated that a poor handling could have dangerous results. Oh, it's a pretty high dex check. And we don't really... Tavrasker has some dex, but I don't know. You guys choose. So ignore the chest, collect everything else, or try to pick the lock with a dex clear of 17. We do have some pretty high bravery, though, so, like, there'd be some attempts. Team Risky. All right. Oh, actually, Cowley has the highest dex. Sure. Try again. Oh my god, try again. Ooh, 20! The lock was picked successfully. The chest contained several potions, which are now part of the loot. And it was like these 3 good potions, obviously. Alright, we didn't lose too much bravery. You know, I don't want to... Oops. I don't want to disarm the trap. It's not worth the potential bravery loss. Because, yeah. Oh, frickin' hell. At this rate, Cowley's going to be, like, sharting his pants the moment we get into combat. Iron Zach, that's another ring you can pick up. Let's do a accuracy ring. Alright, so here is the elite fight for loot. We need to win 3 encounters, and this is obviously going to be probably the hardest one. So there's an elite direwolf, 3 other direwolves, and a crazed boar. Height advantage is going to be good to get early on. Switch to light arrows and fortify. Now, they might get some nibbles in, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to position myself on the hill so I can take advantage of the height early on. And that way we can just dunk on the enemies quickly. Because there was no going through this fight without getting wounded. This is an elite engagement. You only have a 52... You know what? Should I climb and... I'm going to do it. It also stops this wolf from getting even higher. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, chin attack for a kill! God, that was a high damage. 17 damage on a chain? Holy moly. Well, there goes the elite. Elin, you delay, because no one's really hurt yet. You, Wolf, get thrown into my allies and killed. Thank you, Brazit. Cowardly delay. Oh, sneaky. You little bastard. Iron Zack. You won't have the height advantage anywhere you attack, so just like here is fine. And do a heavy swing. Maybe you land it. Nice. No chains, but still pretty nice. Oh, that did. Oh, fudge. Moving, you open that up. Luckily, Elin is. So, unfortunately for this, obviously, we'll have Bryzit require a lot of like rest after the fight because that was a lot of damage. But the wounds are gone. Callie, you're going to help with the boar. And oddly enough, you can't hit the boar in this position because you just cleave the whole area for 15. Not bad, not bad. Bryzit, you're a fire mage. Let's use Firebolt. Done. Ferdinand striking hard. This isn't Ferdinand. This is the Edge. Oh no, this is Ferdinand. You're right. Ferdinand striking hard. No, stop fighting me, you little bastard. I should have moved. That's kind of on me. Oh, okay. Well, the chain attack hurt. The initial attack did nothing. And elites are cleared. It's the elite engagements are worth it. You get a lot of stuff. It's just you need to have you need to have juice left in the tank because obviously we need to defeat 2 more groups of enemies and like you don't want to be completely out of commission and like limping into the next engagement, which would put you at a huge disadvantage. I shouldn't even have Cowley try those because he's got very little bravery left. And yeah, Bryzit might be out of commission for a while, but we can always force heal. Alright, bandit time. Ooh, height advantage. Nice. And they're all... Oh, this is great. They're all melee. So not only will I have height advantage, but I can just like chill up here and be like, hey, come on, come get me. And mess with the enemies like that. What's the shovel do? The shovel clears a obstacle for free. Instead of like having to leave it to chance. You feel like Bryzit needs to stay back a bit? At this point, it doesn't even matter. Because Bryzit has already almost died. So Bryzit's going to have like a maximum level of wounds at the end of this fight. So if Bryzit gets hit more, it's not really like heaping on even anything worse, to be honest. It's one of the advantages of like healing all the way up after being heavily wounded is like you really can't suffer any more consequences after that. Same's true of Quantum, I suppose. Actually, you know what? I'm not taking that turn yet. Wait. Or Travasker, rather, not Quantum. Ooh, chain! It's really fun, like, later on, when you get really high synergy, and you attack once, and, like, everyone around is like, yeah, let's get him! And you have, like, a 4 chain or something. And you're just like, yep, they're dead. They're definitely dead. There's nothing left. They're beating a corpse. And, like, you get to situations like that with good synergy, and it's just crazy. I want to kill one rather than... wound potentially 2. Zero! Thank you for the resub, man. I hope all is well with you too. One shot him. Eat edge. Yeah, alright. That's perfect. And then Zach, you can hit the other guy. Ferdinand's like, look at how sharp. Ooh, chain attack for the kill. Sadly, I can't credit Ferdinand for that kill, but it is pretty good. Now, I know I'm low on stamina, and I'll rest in a second. So just camp. Hearty meal. Iron Zach. Actually, everyone's doing pretty okay. So Callie, sharpen your blade. Iron Zach, sharpen your blade. Encourage Callie. Whoa, you must really like Callie, because that was a lot of encouragement points for what it was. Elin, encourage. And we're done. The closer people get, the more the chain attack is, so you're more likely to join in when you're friends with your people around you, which is just a really cool mechanic, I think. There's not a lot of games that have mechanics quite like that one, and it's a pretty cool one. I don't love having to fight hunters, but they're all melee. At least there's no scouts in the group. And we have a bit of a height advantage. No, it's just a terrain difference. Swing! Oh, come on, Ferdinand. You know what? Oh, Iron Zach isn't high enough level to do Beyond Limit. You have to be level 2 for that. I was about to do Beyond Limit to do a follow-up attack. But nope, can't. Elin's feeling like heroic right now, so I will just attack with him, even though it's not super effective. Light magic is not really designed to hurt anything but the undead. And then Bryzit, I'm gonna have you hurt both with earth magic rather than use fire magic, because we'll do bonus damage that way. And in fact, I could have you burn bravery points to then use lightning, because lightning has greater range on this one. You're really just dunking on them. One of the advantages Bryzit has is because of Mana Core. Mana Core restores a lot of SP per turn. It's like insanely powerful, which is why I like flipped out when I saw it, because it just gives you like just free SP like constantly. In fact, the details about Mana Core is pretty twisted. If you look at the trait itself, for some reason, mages always want to cut her open and see what's inside, because it's like, how do you just keep generating mana out of nowhere? What the hell? Because we're already hurt, there's really not a lot of disadvantage to continuing to fight. This will help Iron Zach to level up. Because we're getting bonus XP. So like, I really don't see a reason not to do this. Because once you know that you're going to be on bed rest a while, like, what's a little extra bed rest at that point, you know? Oh, in the bushes. The hell. Once you're standing adjacent, you clear the hidden. It was just weird that they wolf jumped to the bushes. Elin, you can actually probably finish off that wolf. Yep. And... oh, Bryzit, finally! You have a chance to use fire magic. Boom. I'm gonna put Callie here, even though I think the bull's gonna rush me. maybe? Because the bull has like a ferocious charge. Just standing in a diagonal spot, clear, hidden, or not? Nah. It's got to be like a plus sign or whatever. Alright. Just rush me already. Yeah, wild charge. Yep, I saw that coming. And if you, oh my god, Bryzit can't even run out of mana at this point. Like, what the hell? Burn, baby, burn! Oh, and you're at fire. So the burning is, 4 damage for 2 turns. This thing has 7 health, so even if I didn't hit it again, it will burn to death as a result of getting hit by Bryzit. So it's not a bad status effect. And more loot. At this point, like, I think all the enemies would defeat. No, there's one more group. And I'm gonna go for it, because I don't see any reason why not. It's not like we're all that hurt. If anything, I'll just let Iron Zac suck down a mana pot, and then we're good to go. So, I think there's scouts in this group. 2 scouts. Okay, so we're gonna want to rush them, so they don't just shoot poison arrows at us. But the larger point to be made here is now that we have 3 full parties, I can get in a lot more combat when I was very combat averse initially, because we just have the finances and the cooldown time to do stuff like that. Ooh, good shot. One thing I haven't mentioned is you can also... Eventually you get a lot of abilities, but you can also move them around. You don't have to keep them in the order that they are. Which makes a lot more sense when you have mages that specialize, putting their abilities on, you know, on 1, 2, and 3 or whatever, for their specific specialties. And that actually makes it pretty easy to remember what specialties they are, rather than have to check, oh, Bryzit, you're fire, you know? So for Bryzit, what I can do is to put fire as 1, and then everything else off bar. So it's just very easy to remember, yeah, Bryzit's a fire mage. Who wants to see the world burn. And has the mana pool to do it. You know what? Just keep shooting. You're a machine gun. Oh, okay. Well, you are still a machine gun. Just keep firing. Just keep firing. You're good. Yep, see? Gotta love bravery. Because, like, the thing is, there's no more fights left on this map tile. So, like, why the hell not just burn bravery? Now, if I really wanted to, I could disarm all the remaining traps, and I'll just like do that. But I'm gonna do it oddly with Iron Zac, because Iron Zac's lagging behind experience-wise. And even though he sucks at this, like I can just keep re-rolling until he hits 0. Because like I'm not using bravery for any other reason. Oh my god, you suck at this so bad. Thank you. And I'll maybe only do this one more time. But this is like a good, not a good, but a somewhat usable catch-up mechanic. If you can find something that they're good at. So if he was a rogue, that'd be a totally different matter. Okay, I think I'm probably done with that. So let's go ahead and return to guild. And the important thing to see here is, in the continue, we're getting a lot more experience because of the bonus experience for all the kills that we got. So this is a multiplier to the experience for completing the quest. And it increases when you defeat enemies. So I did a full clear of this map tile for just a lot more experience. So Iron Zac needed 500 to level up and got 2,077. because they were level 1, and I knew they needed to catch up. So they caught up. They definitely caught up. Not maybe all the way up, but quite a bit. Bryza has a 7-day rest, and then Tavasker has a 4-day rest. Not a big deal. So Tavasker, leveling up. Tavasker, you wanted to be a what? Oh, you have no class goal. Okay. I think, no, that's not true. You wanted to be a monk. If I unlock monks. And this is pretty good. Confirm. Alright, Bryce is leveling up. Aiming for High Mage. And I think you might be able to get High Mage now. Wisdom hitting 10 will put you in High Mage territory, yes. So accept. And change to High Mage. Sweet. Another class. So I'll update that in the online roster. That Bryzit is indeed a High Mage with no class goal in mind. There are something higher. Obviously, there's the master classes that you'll eventually get access to, but we don't have that yet. All right, next up, Iron Zach, you did a good job. Honestly, I was kind of expecting Wisdom, so I'm going to reroll. There we go. Confirm. And then Iron Zach didn't level up just once. Twice. I did pick up Willpower, not Wisdom, but I'm going to stick with it only because Willpower is really nice for crit chance and bravery. So confirm. So you leveled up twice. Sweet. Alyssa leveled up as well. Having just done a collection quest, but she was only like 10 points away. And here, as you can see, because of her trauma, yeah, she can't really manage bravery. Ugh. Well, okay, whatever. I re-rolled, did not pick up Wisdom, picked up a double int. Is what it is. And then Tank. You also leveled up. Pretty solid. You picked up Wisdom, which is more important to... Well, here's the thing. You are scarred. So Endurance is kind of important, but I feel like if I reroll, I won't also pick up Intellect, so I'm going to confirm this one. I think there's enough points there. Oh, Elon also leveled up. Two int, 2 willpower. Getting 2 int is really nice. Your bishop goal requires wisdom, though. You picked up 1 wisdom. You need 12. Call me crazy if I'm going to re-roll this. No, I'm going to stick with it. It's pretty solid. And Elin can become a bishop. Confirm. Big changes. So we have 2 class changes to Bryzit and Elin. And then new skills for Iron Zach. So Iron Zach will give you Pathfinder for extra movement. Alyssa, Spell Pen. Oh, actually, oh man, yeah, maybe, yeah, I'll do Spell Pen. Tank With will give you Shadow Step. And then Elin, you're about to class up, so I'm not going to touch it because you're going to have a different tree in a minute. Although I am tempted to give you like some hard worker related one. In fact, that might be better for you in the long run. If you're a bishop, you already have intellect and insight. Hey, let me look real quick. So, Elin, your class goal is bishop, which is like intellect and wisdom. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll just leave your point alone because you're changing classes. Assignment complete. We gathered resources near the fortress. Basically junk. It was a busy task. And there was a sparring accident between Hallis and Ciceron, and their relationship deteriorated a little bit, and Hallis got injured. So what is their relationship? -10 from a sparring accident. It's unfortunate. It's fixable, but it's fortunate. Ciceron and Hallis are in the same squad, so that's not something you'd like to see. I do have a little bit more money. So I'm gonna... we're like 2 days away. I'm gonna buy the... oh boy. I'm actually gonna do the training course. And then... time off. So... red... actually, green team is like... kind of on the... I want to level them up, though, but I'm going to give them time off. Because only Cyber Eye of that group is, like, happy. The others are... could use some work. Red team... I might not deploy anyone. I don't need the money so badly, and there's not any, like, super easy freebies here that wouldn't be annoying to do. So I might just, like, leave it. So that we can do class changes. And red team is, like, quite wounded, so they need just some time off. Okay. So Bryzit and Elin are both class changed. Simply Fig completed training under Zoldak and gained strength, endurance, and wisdom. Awesome. Getting closer to that Paladin role. So Paladin, we've met strength and endurance. We need 8 int and 10 willpower. So let's take a look at her. 8 int is maybe 1 away, and willpower, 10 willpower is maybe 1 or 2 away. So pretty close, pretty close. New skills. So Elin is now a bishop. And there's, so Bless Weapon is to have a weapon do holy damage, which is really useful against, like, ghosts and other really physically resistant things. Holy Light, which is removing hidden from targets, doing a whole bunch of holy damage, and making them vulnerable, and vulnerable increases the damage that they receive. And then Radiant Blast, which is like a, everyone around me, get the hell out. It's a holy AoE, and it also blinds and removes hidden targets, which is pretty handy. I think what I want to do is, for our bishops, for Elin specifically, I'm going to increase SP, just because the amount of healing that we are... For mages, the auto attack isn't a lot of damage, but it's still effective. But you can't just, like, auto heal with healers. So healers really need a lot of mana. So having a lot of mana for Elin is important, I think. Team Blue is more wounded than Team... well, they're both wounded. I want to deploy one of them out, though. And I think it's going to be easier to actually deploy Blue again and leave Red resting. So for Blue, Tabascar and Bryzit, you're going to force heal. Iron Zac, you're not wounded enough that I think it matters. Red, you're going to get rest. I don't want to safe hunt. You're just going to straight up rest. And then Blue, you're going to be pitted against something not too hard, like a two-star. A 2-star full of riches. That works for me. Oh, and their synergy. So for comparing synergies, Red's at 21, Blue's at 18, and Green is at 3. Because they're new. They haven't actually worked together. They're not friends or anything. Buy the unhappy Reds a drink? Yeah, I could do that. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. but please keep in mind I'm trying to avoid backseating and spoilers. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord to take part in community events, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow adventurers.